Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the grammar and writing portion of Unit 9, that is, the six blind men and the elephant. So, let's begin. Alright, so in this class, we are going to do three different things. The first one is solve the comprehension questions. The second thing we are going to do is work on the grammar part. And finally, see what's in there in the writing section. Okay, so this is from Chapter 9, Unit 9, The Six Blind Men and the Elephant. Let's start. So let's go to the first question. It's called Answer the Following Questions. The first question we have is, where did the six men live? So that is the question. Where did the six men live? So what do you think is the answer to that question? Where did the six men live? So we have to write, if you read the second sentence from the comprehension text, it says they lived in a town in China. Okay? So the second question we have is, what did each of them think about themselves? So what is that? What's the answer to this question? What did each of them think about themselves? So the answer to that question is that they were very clever. Okay, let's go to the third question. What did the king bring to test them? So what did he do? What did the king bring, by the way? That's a question. What did he bring? So you can write, he brought an elephant to test the six men. Okay, let's go to another question. So another question we have is this one. Who said an elephant is like a tree? So who said this, by the way? Who said an elephant is like a tree? The answer to that question is the fourth blind man said that an elephant was like a tree. Okay, let's go to the last question. Number 5. Why did the king laugh? And the answer to that question is the king laughed because nobody was clever. In fact, they all gave wrong answers, and that's why the king had a good laugh. Okay, now these are the questions we just solved. Okay, let's go to number B. It says, who said the following? Match with an arrow. An elephant is like a rope. Okay, who said that? An elephant is like a rope. In fact, the sixth man said that. An elephant is like a wall. Who said that? The first man said that. An elephant is like a snake. Who said that? Of course, third man said that. An elephant is like a tree. Who said that? The fourth man said that. An elephant is like a spear. Who said that? Okay, the second man said it. About the spear, the second said it. An elephant is like a flag. The fifth man said it. Okay. Alright, let's go to another section. It's called pair work. First of all, let's look at the first picture. This first picture is in fact that of a duster. And someone can ask, what does it look like? Oh, well, it's not a duster, by the way. It's maybe a piece of wood, okay? So it's a random block, a chunk, a piece of wood. And you can ask a question, what does it look like? And you can say it looks like a duster. Let's look at another one. What does it look like? What does this picture look like? Now tell me, what does it look like? It looks like a key. Very good. What does it look like? This object. What does it look like? It looks like a pitcher, or you can say a pot of water, or an earthenware, or maybe a sack also. Okay, so the main idea here is, what does something look like, or what does it look like? Okay, we've come to another section. It's called fun with writing. It says, look at the picture and write a paragraph. So here's the picture. What does it look like? Well, it looks like an elephant. So you've got to write about an elephant. An elephant is the largest animal. Okay. It has, so what does it have? It has a long trunk. It has big eyes, or you can write 2 big eyes. You can also write it has a long tail. 4 big, strong legs support the body. So like this, you can, go on writing, describing its feature from the trunk to the tail. So you can describe from trunk to tail to body to head to, legs. So you can describe like that. Okay, let's solve a riddle. It says, I am a room without any doors or windows. What am I? So what do you think? A room without any doors or windows. Is it a box? Well, is it a matchbox? I don't know. Think about it, okay? Now we've come to the homework section. And your homework is going to be pretty fun this time because you have to find these words, okay? Words like brought, touched, laughed, squirmy, palace from this crossword puzzle. I hope you'll have a wonderful time solving this crossword. With this, we've come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding these video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you so much.